Women of Athens, hear my alarm. I've had enough of all this tripe that chaps in masks are pleased to call drama. Strutting in armour, they throw abuse at women. They take to the stage, which is just an excuse to pretend they're gods. But really it's to show off their burnished bods to each other in some sort of subliminal homoerotic displacement activity. Sensible women understand these plays of old, so oft retold, are no more than men's obsession with palaces and phalluses. Where is your agency? We can't all murder our daughters or our sons, or be sacrificed or diced and sliced at the whims of our fathers or our husbands. Make your voices heard in the public sphere and give 3 cheers for banning plays.
Rip, rip, hooray! Rip, rip, hooray!
Rip, rip, hooray! The lives of women are already too constrained. No plays should reinforce the bonds that keep us chained. And by the way, I'm off into the future to check the lasting influence of Greek culture.
What's going on here then? This goddess? That's wrong. This goddess makes a lot of sense. My old man, may he rest in hell, behaved as if a spell had dazzled him and said the play is a religious rite. But I think it's an excuse for a night out on the razzle. These plays are naught but a bad influence and a confluence of booze and fantasy. Sent him out with only one thing on his mind, to exercise his spousal rights on me. The need to relieve his phallic itch. I'm no one's bitch. I've had enough of all that rot. So many's the time I've clocked him with this here pot. Let's ban the plays. Who wants to hear about those knobs and all their vices? I've had enough of foundation myths. Hang on. It's just a way to take the piss from common folk, coping with a cost of living crisis.
That is so wrong. Who behaves in ways so wild? I only came here to get a draft from my sick child. I'm not supposed to be here in this square, in case someone I know might tell my man. And then I'll get slapped across my face and damned again for showing off my hair. Who is this mad old crone? She talks such guff. I hope I am a good and faithful, careful wife. Who cares about the plays? That's man's stuff. I've got enough of my own life with all the daily cares of house and kids. Go home, you daft old bat, before you bring the cops on all our backs. We know what happens to women who transgress. Their lives become a writhing, seething mess. They die or kill their kids or have sex with their sons. Oh, God forbid! I won't be doomed by this old crone. Just let me pass so I can get home.
I love the plays. Many times I've sneaked in through the door of the fire escape and hidden in the floor of the back row to hear the tales of romance long ago. Those heroes, no men of today are brave as Hector or Achilles, none as handsome or doomed as Ajax or Orestes. It thrills me to the marrow of my bones to see the actors sitting on the thrones of kings. If only I were beautiful as Helen or brave as poor Electra, I'd love to be a drama queen, but they're all men. Let women play the parts themselves. This so-called democratic town should show its face and confess that slaves and women are in chains, despite what Plato's propaganda claims.
Clear the street! This gathering is against the law, and we should know. We are the law, and what we say here goes. Women should know their place like dogs and slaves. Our moral values are under attack, I say, when women misbehave like drunken Bacchae. The stability of the state rests on these planks. Men rule the public sphere. Men rule the public sphere. And some of the other things. Stop it.
I don't know what you're laughing at. Let's get a move on.
Oh my God. When we confine these hags to hearth and home, arrest them now. They're doing.
God's sake.
I can't see.
Not that funny.
They're breaking all the rules by the mere fact that they're in the street alone.
Oh. Quick, you, quick.
Quick, oh!
Unhear me now! I have good reason to be here. My child was sick. I'm in the public sphere by reason of necessity and choice. You can't arrest me. I'm a wife who accepts the place in exchange for lots of sex and a comfortable life.
Hey, I have a message here for the wife of Giorgio the horse trader. It's a petition for divorce. Petition for divorce. Are you his wife? Not anymore. He's cut you off without a bean because there are reports that you were seen in this very square, this very night, screaming that you wanted women's rights. Women's wrongs, more like. But actually, she's got no conversation. She doesn't have a classical education. And I've lost my place. Just a minute. This last bit. Give me the bean. I'll punish you by leaving it in a cave where some poor shepherd will save it from starvation and then reveal it is a prince who will save the nation.
That's so unfair. I'd rather join my friends here. In the clink than have you think I'm sick. My brains are in my head and not my front appendage. I'm no dumb chick. I can't do this. I'm no dumb chick. So we go back once you come and tell my husband to shove this, the petition on me. To shove this up his bum. Oh, walk up with the pig.
He's still here.
We're still here. We're going to arrest you. We'll throw you in the stocks for folks to test you by chucking rotten veg in your direction. That should give you time for more mature reflection.
Be silent. I'm a goddess, so back off. In one respect, I've changed my mind. I've just come back from travelling to the future. These plays here form the base of Western culture and will be read 100 generations hence. And yes, the lives of Athenian women are rotten, but there is one whose name is not forgotten, and that's the wonderful Euripides. He is the man who gets our sex and gives us speech. Euripides above the rest can feel our pain. We will not see his like again in ancient Greece. For him, our lives lie at the action's core. He knows we are the ones who suffer most. We live our lives under the threat of war or rape, or seeing those we love die by the sword. As Hecuba laments, she's lost it all. What can poor women do but fall?
When you're a goddess, you take the longer view. Freedom for all is my aspiration. One day we'll go to plays and be on stage. The stories that Rip writes will outlast the age. It's no mean feat to write something so long-lasting. So women, go back home. That's what I'm asking. And remember that the plays of our proud nation will be the greatest feats of civilization.
Yeah.
Yay.